There is a pile of clothes behind you guys on my bed, and I'm choosing not to hold them, and I'm gonna hang out with you guys instead. So here we go. Hey to all my book lovers and fellow book dragons. If you're new here, hi, my name is Meredith and welcome to my channel. On today's video, I'm so excited about this video. I've just been thinking about things in my head, about things that I want to read, things that I want to do with you guys, and I am all into the summer mode, beach read vibes right now. And so I did a little bit of booktube research, looked to see what popular beach reads there are right now, new ones, old ones, what some of my booktube go-to creators, what they are reading. And so I have made a list. I have made a list of 10 beach read books that I want to read for this summer. And we're going to use this little jar, and I put all 10 of the prompts in here. And we're going to pick 5 of them. And I'm going to do a reading vlog of all 5 books throughout the whole summer. And I'm gonna post it at the end of the summer, talking about the books that I read, if I liked them, what I rated them. And so I'm super excited to do this video, and I'm super excited to read these books because I've just been in a beachy romance reading mood here lately. Of course, I'll still be doing my TBRs, and I will continue to read fantasy because that is my all-time favorite, but I have been branching out here recently, and some of the books that I've been reading that I would have never thought I would like, I've really liked, and so I'm excited to talk about those at the end of the month. But let's go ahead and get right into it, and I'm going to tell y'all the 10 books that we're going to pick from, and then the 5 that we end up picking out, I'm going to read the synopsis of those 5. So let's get right into it now. So we are going to pick from Summer Fridays by Suzanne Rendell, 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, Into the Blue by Emma Brody, Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick, Golden Girls by Ellen Hildebrand, Every Summer After by Carly Fortune, The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez, Happy Place by Emily Henry, and The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. So I purposefully tried to get a book by a different author for all 10, but obviously Christina Lauren has 2 books. Hopefully in the randomization of it all, I won't get her twice, because I really want to try a new author for all of these. The only one that I've read is Emily Henry, and I've read all of her books except for Happy Place and what's the other one called? It's her newest one that came out. I can't think of what it's called. Let me drink some tea. The 3 out of the 5 that I am hoping to pick to read, I really want to read Every Summer After by Carly Fortune, because I know that that's a show that's, I think, it's already out, and I kind of like to watch the show if the book's as good as everyone says it is. And I definitely want to read The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. And for my 3rd read, I can't decide if I want it to be Into the Blue by Emma Brody or Summer Fridays by Suzanne Rendell. I think I'm going to choose Summer Fridays by Suzanne Rendell. So those are the 3 out of the 5 that I'm hoping to pick. So I'm excited. This is nerve-wracking. I mean, I'm excited to read all 10 of them, but to have it just random and I don't get to pick is kind of fun. So for our first beach read for the summer, Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. Oh, that's exciting. I swear I did not do that on purpose, you guys. That's so exciting. I'm so excited to read that book. All right, so for our second, you can't make this stuff up, The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I swear, that's so fun. So yay to me, 2 out of the 3 that I picked. What was the other one? Summer Fridays. For our 3rd beach read for summer, y'all, Summer Fridays by Suzanne Rendell. So I got all 3 of my reads, my favorites. I swear that I did not do that. That was totally random. All right, so let's see what our other two are gonna be. I'm super excited. Oh, Happy Place by Emily Henry. I love me some Emily Henry, but I'm nervous about this book because I know so many people don't like it, and that's why I've never read it. And the synopsis never really like grabbed my attention, so that's gonna be, if I had to have picked that one of those, that would have been like my least desirable read. But hey, I got the other three that I wanted, so maybe Happy Place will hit right for me and I just won't be like everybody else. So for our final beach read, it's going to be The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. All right, we're gonna read the synopsis of each of these books because I really don't know what they're about, so we're gonna just look them up. We're gonna talk about Every Summer After by Carly Fortune first. I'm super excited to read this book. I have been dying to read it since everybody's been talking about it since the show came out. I think this book was published in 2022, I think. So I'm gonna read the synopsis and just so that we all know what it's about. 6 summers to fall in love, 1 moment to fall apart, a weekend to get it right. They say you can never go home again, and for Persephone Fraser, ever since she made the biggest mistake of her life a decade ago, that has felt too true. Instead of glittering summers on the lakeshore of her childhood, she spends them in a stylish apartment in the city, going out with friends and keeping everyone a safe distance from her heart. Until she receives the call that sends her racing back to Barry's Bay and into the orbit of Sam Florrick, the man she never thought she'd have to live without. For 6 summers, through hazy afternoons on the water, and warm summer nights working in his family's restaurant, and curling up together with books, medical textbooks for him, and work-in-progress horror short stories for her, Percy and Sam have been inseparable. Eventually, that friendship turned into something breathtakingly more before it fell spectacularly apart. When Percy returns to the lake for Sam's mother's funeral, their connection is as undeniable as it has always been. Can you see this gnat in front of my face? When Percy returns to the lake for Sam's mother's funeral, their connection is as undeniable as it had always been. But until Percy can confront the decision she made in the years she spent punishing herself for them, they'll never know whether their love might be bigger than the biggest mistake of their past. Told over the course of 6 years and 1 weekend, Every Summer After is a big, sweeping, nostalgic story of love and the people and choices that mark us forever. All right, so the next book on our list is The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I'm super excited to read this book, and it just looks so summery vibes. It definitely looks like 4th of July vibes, and I cannot wait to read this book. In everyone's life, there's a split-second decision that can change everything. For Larissa, it came when choosing who to ride home with after a concert. That night, she had no idea she'd met the perfect man. She and Chris are great friends, co-parenting a slightly unhinged rescue Yorkie, sharing their favorite books, and judging bread, pumpernickel for the win. For the first time, amid all her side hustles to scrape by, things finally feel easy. But she didn't choose Chris to drive her home all those months ago. She went with his best friend, and he became her boyfriend. All Chris wants is for Larissa to be happy. Standing by on the sidelines is slowly killing him, but making a move would destroy someone else. How can something that feels so right be absolutely impossible? The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. Anna Green thought she was marrying Liam Weston for access to subsidized family housing while at UCLA. She also thought she'd signed divorce papers when the graduation caps were tossed, and they both went on their merry ways. 3 years later, Anna is a starving artist living paycheck to paycheck while West is a Stanford professor. He may be one of 4 heirs to the Western Foods conglomerate, but he has little interest in working for the heartless corporation his family built from the ground up. He is interested, however, in his $100 million inheritance. There's just one catch. Due to an antiquated clause in his grandfather's will, Liam won't see a penny until he's been happily married for 5 years. Just when Liam thinks he's in the home stretch, pressure mounts from his family to see this mysterious spouse, and he has no choice but to turn to the one person he's afraid to introduce to his 1%er parents, his unpolished, not-so ex-wife. But in the presence of his family, Liam's fears quickly shift from whether the feisty, foul-mouthed, paint-splattered Anna can play the part to whether the toxic world of wealth will corrupt someone as pure of heart as his surprisingly grounded and loyal wife. Liam will have to ask himself if the price tag on this flimsy cover story is worth losing true love that sprouted from a lie. Summer Fridays by Suzanne Rendell. The synopsis is summer 1999. 20-something Sawyer is striving to make it in New York. Between her assistant job in publishing, her secret dreams of becoming a writer, and her upcoming wedding to her college boyfriend, her plate is full. Only one problem. She is facing an incredibly lonely summer as her fiancé has been spending longer and longer hours at work with an all-too-close female colleague, Kendra. When Kendra's boyfriend, Nick, invites Sawyer to meet up and compare notes about their suspicions, the meeting goes awry. She finds Nick cocky and cynical, and he finds her stuck in her own head. But when Nick seeks out Sawyer online to apologize and a friendship develops, soon Sawyer's lonely summer takes an unexpected turn. She and Nick begin an unofficial ritual, exploring New York City together every summer Friday. From hot dogs on the Staten Island ferry and sea breezes in a muggy East Village bar to swimming at Coney Island, Sawyer feels seen by Nick in a way that surprises her. He pushes her to be braver, to ask for what she wants. Meanwhile, Sawyer draws Nick out of his hard shell, revealing a surprisingly vulnerable side. They both begin living for their Friday afternoons together. But what happens when the summer is over? That one I am super excited about as well. Happy Place by my girl, Emily Henry. Harriet and Wynne have been the perfect couple since they met in college. They go together like salt and pepper, honey and tea, lobster and rolls. Except now, for reasons they're still not discussing, they don't. They broke up 5 months ago and still haven't told their best friends, which is how they find themselves sharing a bedroom at the main cottage that has been their friend group's yearly getaway for the last decade. Their annual respite from the world, where for one vibrant, blissful week they leave behind their daily lives, have copious amounts of cheese, wine, and seafood, and soak up the salty coastal air with the people who understand them most. Only this year, Harriet and Wynne are lying through their teeth while trying not to notice how desperately they still want each other, because the cottage is for sale and this is the last week they'll all have together in this place. They can't stand to break their friends' hearts, and so they'll play their parts. Harriet will be the driven surgical resident who never starts a fight, and Wynne will be the laid-back charmer who never lets the cracks show. It's a flawless plan if you look at it from a great distance and through a pair of sunscreen-smeared sunglasses. After years of being in love, how hard can it be to fake it for 1 week in front of those who know you best? I am excited to get that checked off my Emily Henry list because I do want to read all of her books, but I will say that booktube has scared me with Happy Place, but maybe I'm gonna go in with an open mind and maybe I'll end up loving it so much more than everyone else. If I had to rate each book to see what's going to be my favorite to my least, I think I would start with Every Summer After by Carly Fortune's going to be first, and then I think Summer Fridays by Suzanne Rendell, The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, and then The Happy Place by Emily Henry. So those are my predictions, and obviously we'll see how everything goes during my reading vlog. So I think that's it for this video. If you like videos like these, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in my next one. Bye.